Yo, what's up? It's your boy, that random guy. Welcome back to the survival world. I don't know if you guys noticed, slightly different setup. I've changed a few things. But yeah, last time I, did not record properly. But I made a storage room. It was a minute long last episode. Uh, it's nice, everything's moved up from upstairs, and now the upstairs room looks nice and clear, so you can see the map. I'm thinking I'm gonna instead put windows here, and then I'll expand this map all the way up. Let's actually do that right now. I don't have any glass on me, but that way, we have a nice big world map eventually. And low key, I really want to get back to mapping. All right, let's go up onto that. Where's my wood? Oh yeah, in the wood chest. I do need to do a bit of deforestation. All right, let's go just as many as possible. Because I'll need a... Oh my god, 6, bro. Okay, you know what? We're just going to turn all my wood into sticks, and then we're going to get a bunch more. Because I was planning on essentially upgrading the... Whatchamacallit? I wanted to okay, no, that's good. I know what I was to do. I wanted to upgrade the mountain, continue on with what I was doing. But I can't do that without blocks to build with, so we must gather resources. And then glass should be in the building blocks. You can see this is not that bad. It's not too intuitive, but hey, it works. Smelt that up. Okay, so let me see while it's smelting where else we can expand. So this, I want stairs here. Where's my stone cutter? Where is my stone cutter? Did I put it away? Stone, yeah, here's the stone. Where's the cutter? Hello. Oh, that's my emails. Stone cutter. There it is. Oh, this did not get moved. Okay, let me just move all this down into the storage room. That's what it's there for. Alright, mistake. I don't know if you guys saw my like 2 vids ago. I did a room tour. That was fun. But a little bit has changed. So essentially my dad was going to throw out a monitor. I was like, hey, don't even be throwing things out. I'm more than happy to take it. And to be honest, until I joined my latest job, I've never had a double monitor setup, and oh my god, this is great. This is fantastic because now my back is not dying. Because normally when I have a laptop on my desk, like I'm looking straight like down, my head is angled, and it's just not good for my back, my neck, spine. You get the idea, right? Now, problem has been solved. Oh my god, I'm so erratic with my stories. Like, I should know what's where. But yeah, so now I can actually look straight ahead, sit up straight, and not destroy my back. Because, you know, when you're sitting in a chair for 8 hours, like I do at work, and even more after, like, for things afterwards, like, such as this, your neck starts to hurt if you're looking downwards, so you need to be, like, postured up. Well, that only really applies, like, after you're 18, though. Like, low-key, beforehand, you can sit in a ball, who cares? Your neck will be absolutely fine. And I put away the stone. Why did I put away the stone? And now that's over. You know what? I'm gonna leave that like that. For those of you that are upset, unlucky, mate. Unlucky. Alright, so remember I went 10 up, so this should be 5. Apologies if you guys can hear like noise in the background. That is my sister. She's on the phone with, I don't know, some of her mates, and they're being extremely loud, but whatever, I don't really mind. Food, we're good. Wood, we're not good. Camel, we're good. Oh, look at this. Hold up. If we harvest this, yeah, we get a bit of sugarcane. We do always need sugarcane because, you know, mapping and paper. I should eventually make an auto sugarcane farm because while I'm working on this, I should have made it before. Ah well, no use trying to spill milk. Let's work on this. So I can kind of fix that up. Let's see. Okay, this looks good. Honestly, it looks good. I reckon what I could do is have this staircase like down, cascading, but then I'd have to move this lake, and I don't know if I want to do that. I would rather, yeah, maybe I'd rather turn that into a balcony like that, and then have a water feature come down. Where would the water feature come out of? It would have to come from here all the way down into this pool. I don't know. Wheat is doing right. And then yeah, there was also this entrance, which I need to fix, because I need a couple entrances to my house. There was this one, there was the entrance up above. I need to fix the stairway as well. I can just drag it around. Then there was this one, which is the viewing platform, I want to say. I love this window. This window is great. Look at that. Then there's this area, which will eventually be worked on. But honestly, I'm happy to leave this open as is. Like, I'll put a fence around here, around the perimeter, and then maybe drag that in. Yeah, I'll fence that around, but I'll keep this like natural looking. And so that way it'll be like a viewing platform without actually having to jump off the balcony. Then these villagers need to go somewhere. And what I'll do right now is I will map out a path, like a deviating path. So this kind of starts off here, but I want it to come down. Oh wait, what am I doing? I have a mouse now. Oh my god, I'm so used to using my track. No, that mouse is too loud. Sorry guys, I'm gonna keep using my trackpad. And that's gonna have to like come around to here. Yeah, so this will like come around, and then yeah, we can walk up through the moon on the hill. Like that. And I can have slabs and whatnot. And this can be transformed. Is Old Man still there? You still there? Yeah, you are. Cool. Cool. Fantastic. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Window fixing. Just to make this look a little nice. Oh, I could have still touched the glass. I'm really smart sometimes. Wait, does efficiency work in glass? I swear it didn't break this quickly before. Maybe. Right, and then we're going to get the axe, chop this up. Yeah, nicely done. I can see my flag now. I could lucky move that dirt, but I'm not too worried right now. Do I want to move this one across? I low-key kind of do. Ah, wait, did that? I dropped that side. I fell off a cliff because I need something to fill this wall in with. There we go. Actually, a trackpad merchant hole there. And then we can line this up. And the reason I had to make one more was because if I didn't, I would not have another row of 3. Let's move this across to the center. So it kind of looks like the map is expanding out. So 1, 2, 3, and then yeah, 1, 2, 3. Wait, let me see how this looks. So those of you saying I should do this more than one at a time, moving the maps across, I agree with you, but like I low-key would then get mixed in my inventory and then spend more time trying to sort that out than actually doing stuff. But today's gonna be a low-key chill day. I don't anticipate us doing much. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, 3 on each side, and I like the horizontal map. If I want to make it vertical, I can, but honestly, I'm a big fan of this. Why does it look so? Oh, it's the lighting, the torches. Is there any for me to like low-key fix that? Wait, hold on. Is that even 1, 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no, I'm tripping, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, this needs to go 1 across. Oh my days. Yeah, it was the lighting that's kind of bordering the edge. But that's interesting how that sand it just like cuts off abruptly on the chunk border as well. That looks unnatural almost, but it is naturally generated. So I would think that whole thing would be red sand. So that needs to be mapped out, and then I want to see what's across the ocean here. And I would like to map until the edge of the ocean. So that way we can see like the kind of continental view. That would be sick. So that could technically be its own country. But I want to see like what land borders I claim. Obviously this peninsula. Maybe across the desert border and then before the dense forest. Because this is mine. Already that's mine. I'll need flags. And then this could also be claimed, but I don't know what to do with that. Like I guess I can make that a logging area. And then this could have its own build. This could be a portal hub, but I don't want to be too expansionist because, well, the whole world is mine. I'm not playing on a multiplayer server. I love playing multiplayer and just claiming land. I love being a land grabber. No, look, there's something fun about like flags. Just chucking your flag down everywhere, you know? Alright. Let's see. To be fair, I did move house recently. And that has been like, oh, that's been an endeavor. Let me tell you. Moving houses is not fun. But honestly, props to my parents. They were pretty prepared. So everything went relatively smoothly. I might have deep slates. I'll need to go mining as well eventually. Oh, maybe a mining trip's in order. But yeah, fair play to my parents. They were very prepared. We essentially packed the entire house before, like, almost a week before, I want to say. We even before the date of like the remove list. So we had everything in boxes and we were manually moving them back and forth, back and forth. And it may not be the most efficient way to move things, but like, you know, we got things moved so that, like come the actual day, we don't have to do much. It's literally just carry what you need for that day. Like I went to work, I took my toothbrush, toothpaste, shoes, like wallet, stuff I could carry on me in my bag and just leave in my car. And then, you know, that was it. I didn't need anything else because it was already moved, right? Like my Lego, I don't know, first aid kit. I was looking around my desk. My glasses, they were already in boxes, ready to go, ready to be moved. So that's sweet. I have shulk box, so I guess I don't have to worry about inventory space. But let me carry 2 on me. I suppose 2 is good. I should dye these. That's what I should do. Do I have any dye? I probably don't, do I? Surely I have some dye. Do I have cocoa beans? Yes. This turns into brown dye. I think we've got brown shulker box for wood, and then I can make a lapis. A lapis. And also I want a diamond here, not a chunk of coal, man. Gotta have some decorum, you know? Valuables. So we can get lapis, la blue dye, and then blue shulky just for general purpose things. Should carry an ender chest. Oh, I do carry an ender chest. Do I have anything here? Dragon egg, spare shulky, spare ender chest. Cool. Let's go excavating. I need maps to carry with me as well, but look, it doesn't matter too much right now. All right. Oh, you know what we should do? If we are going to be expanding, and I'm not using my elytra, what I should do is I should start mapping out. And okay, right-clicking on the trackpad is just a pain. I should start mapping out like a general path. I would honestly love to play on like an elytra disabled type server. Sorry, kind of map that out because I feel like it would give a certain vibe to the server. It would slow the game down considerably, and you'd have to rely on things like horses, architecture, infrastructure. And yeah, it is slow travel, but it kind of looks cool, and you can like admire the world as you go past. But it would probably work more for like multiplayer. It wouldn't really work in a single player, because in a single player it's like, well, you know, who's looking at the builds? The exception is right now, because you guys would look at the builds because, you know, you're watching a vid, I guess. But even then it's like, well, I'm gonna elytra anyway eventually. I say this, but I haven't even touched the build just because like I'm lazy. I'm lazy, I can't be asked for it. Alright, let's put a path down here. I can low-key like chip away at that, so it kind of smooths out. There we go, nice. So we can probably put staircases here. This whole thing can be a path. I can have a build there. Alright, yeah, nice. Okay, staircase. Dirt there, and then I guess I'll kind of have it come around this way. I don't know if I want, no, but I do want slabs. Horizontal staircase doesn't exactly suit my taste. Whatever, I'm just going to go with the most convenient path around. And as I walk more and more, I'll just be holding a shovel. And it'll naturally just kind of path out. Yeah, so I'll just like go like very spaced out blocks. And the more I walk somewhere, the more it's going to become a path. There's a mod for this actually. I think it's called the path more traveled. It's really cool. Essentially, very simple concept. The more you stand on like grass or sand, it gives a texture to a block, so they track block states. And essentially, what it does is that when you walk on a block again and again and again, it will erode that block, so to speak. So the grass will be worn down to dirt, sand will be worn down to, I don't know, sandstone or something. But why is this still up here? Do I have flint steel? Wait, do I have shears though. And so yeah, the path more traveled, or the path less, no, the path more traveled, which is on brand with, you know, with what's happening in the mod, because you travel more paths. It naturally creates these paths, and if you let them lie for a bit, right, you don't do anything. Okay, that was a bad idea. Then the grass eventually grows back, so you can see where you'd walk. And if you use an elytra all the time, then, well, all your paths would kind of disappear, and it would ruin from the immersion of the world. Hence, coming back to the point of, oh yeah, should try and just walk. You know, good fitness. Yeah, well, not really. You know what I want? I don't know if you guys have seen the Disney plates, like the floor plates, which essentially is for VR, which move as you walk, because I think they're all on like ball bearings or something like that. But it's so cool because you can play VR and you can walk around almost. but you won't obviously move around your room because the floor is moving with you essentially, and it's just neat. Honestly, it's cool tech. I don't know how they've. Well, I understand it. I understand it from a functionality point of view, but it's still sick how they've just done that, right? Oh, I've turned caps lock on. Can I reach? Can I reach? No, I need a bridge across. Bro, like, wouldn't that be sick, right? Imagine like you're in VR and you're playing Minecraft, obviously. What other game are you playing? And probably some Nautica just to like the fear factor. Oh, I should get back on some Nautica. I would get on some Nautica, but you guys know I play on a Mac, so you know, no games to me. I have like what, Terraria, Minecraft, anything that's pixels or blocks. That's all I got. So nothing else. No big AAA games. But honestly, that's fine by me. I don't really have the time to play those sorts of games. Like right now, my setup is literally half an hour stints of games, and that's it. Because I gotta lock in on my other stuff in my life. Like after this, I'm gonna go writing for my book, and then I'll probably sort out some emails because that email that rang earlier, I'm guessing is from my supervisor, my professor. Sorry, for my PhD. Yeah, so I gotta deal with that. Life gets in the way, but that's okay. You know, gotta balance these things. And I think honestly, an hour of this should be more than enough. Well, I do half an hour episodes, but what time is it? Oh, alright, it's 10:30, man. I was gonna say I'll record a second episode. I don't think that's gonna be the case today. One more thing I was thinking of doing. Oh, well, yeah, one more thing. Oh, hello, doggo. What's up? I know what bones to you. Sorry, mate. Was essentially, I think I'm gonna have to slow down the amount of videos I make, which is unfortunate. I know, but you know, it's just life. I am really running out of time, and I do need to focus on other things. So I was thinking what I could do is allocate different days for like different bits. So like Minecraft Mondays, that one's real original, and stuff like that, right? So I was thinking, what would my upload schedule be like? Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Because I would want to space out one every 2 days. Right now I'm doing one every day, and usually what I do is I like bulk record a couple of vids, and then I'll slowly release them out. But I'm like running dry because I just am not recording nearly as much as I was. Let's also replant these. You got to replant the trees, unless you want the forest to. Well, unless you want to deforest, but I don't really want to do. You know, I kind of do want to deforest this island. That could be cool. Ooh, guys, side quest, deforesting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I changed my mind. I want to deforest. We can always replant. Like, I have creative power. Oh, well, survival power. But we can always replant. What was I saying? I was going on about my new upload schedule. That's right. I wanted to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then like Saturday, Sunday, because like that's when people are free. I've noticed that no one, and I mean no one, watches on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is just fair enough. People usually have like lives to get on with. I don't. I also got to get on with my life, so I don't think it's good. It's a good idea to upload then. Just space it out more, and it gives people more time to like relax, watch the videos. Because half an hour is asking a lot of time from people, especially in like today, where it's not like you'd sit down and watch a full half hour. At least I don't anymore because one, I don't have the time, and two, I think we've been conditioned as people to like accept short form content, so attention spans aren't that high. And putting aside whether or not that's a good thing, it just is what it is. So I'm gonna have to deal with that. And I think giving people time like to put this on, I don't know, as they fall asleep. I've been told by my mates they put me on to fall asleep, which I don't know how I feel about that honestly. I mean, fair enough. Like to each their own. If I can help you in that way, that's fine by me. That's fine by me. But also, like, what I do is I usually put on vids while watching, or while eating. Well, that's gonna change soon because now I'm eating in the workplace and I'm not chucking on a YouTube vid. I'm chucking on the World Cup. Yeah, boy. Okay, deforestation. Let's deforest this way. But yeah, no. So I'm thinking, yeah, Minecraft Mondays. I don't know. Whatever I want Wednesdays. That's a good one. I like that one. Wait, I had it written down. Hold up. Friday. What was I gonna do Friday? Fusion Fridays. Yeah, that's right. Because I wanted to get back into designing. I like Minecraft, but you know, I also like Fusion, and I've put it off because my 3D printer's been packed up. So I haven't really had a reason to design. It's been packed up for like weeks, but I can unpack it soon. and get to designing again. Now I got a thing coming up that I want to make props for. So I have an idea. I want to make a sword, because who doesn't want to make a sword? Cool sword. And I'm thinking, I saw a video on Instagram, and it was a great idea. Instead of making the pieces from scratch and like have to hold them together with like super glue or some janky connection mechanisms, what I can do is use a solid core center, like they would do with a real sword, except they would usually just smith the blade and handle as like one collective metal piece. And then you would put like the hilt, and then you would, I don't know, hammer on the pommel, and then it kind of just sits together, and the blade's already as is. I can't do that because my print's not big enough, and two, but I don't really have a metalworking shop. So I'm gonna use like a pipe, a PVC pipe for the middle, and then kind of 3D print parts that'll fit on the end. So I don't know how to do the top bit, but I'm thinking I'll have some sort of one-way connection that goes all the way down to the pommel, and then the pommel will screw onto the blade. Oh, not the pommel, sorry. The handle will screw onto the blade, and the pommel will screw onto the handle, so it's doubly secure. And that way, in order to take apart the sword and, I don't know, repurpose PVC pipe, I would need to only unscrew the pommel, and everything else should slide off the bottom. What I'm trying to figure out now... Oh, no, it fell. Whoops. What I'm trying to figure out now, though, is how do I screw off the top? Oh, my inventory's getting full. And what I mean by that is, like, how do I put the top of the blade? Would you call it a blade? Yeah, I guess it's a sword prop, so let's call it a blade. Oh, 1 minute. How do you put the blade in a way that it becomes like permanently attached, essentially, and so every other piece has to go through it? And that I don't really know, because it's not like a straight pipe. It's not like a bent bit or anything. There's nothing for it to leverage off of or grip. It's kind of just there. I was also considering maybe I have like a screw joint at the top, but ooh, hello, buddy. You want to help with the trees? I'm good, mate. I'm all right. 360. That was not a quick scope or an escape. MLG, mom, get the camera. Oh. For those who remember, back in my day, we used to have 420. None of this 6.7. God, I feel old. But yeah, sword prop, cool. I don't think I can get it running in time, like in a week though. But I might as well work on the design, right? I'm just thinking, how do I make vids for Fusion? Because obviously with Minecraft it's easy. Just record myself sitting for half an hour. With a Fusion vid, it's a bit more difficult. Because it's like the Terraria vid. There's a lot of just space. And in Minecraft, you can appreciate that space. That's part of the gameplay. But like, say in like a high action fighter like Terraria, or in a design focused mindset, you're not really focused on the process. You're focused more on the outputs. So it's kind of like, well, yeah, I don't want to see that, and I don't want to show you guys stuff you don't watch. There's no point. It also makes my life easier when I look back on this. I can focus on the important parts of the process, what's necessary, and what's also taking time, like design-wise. If I see like, oh, I'm spending half an hour, and that half an hour isn't ending up in the footage, well, is that really worth it? Like, did I need to do that? And for some things, it will be like, yes, like I need to make the base and the planes and whatnot, but I can't avoid that. So I can minimize it, sure, and I can cut it down, but I'll still include it in the video, maybe like a second or two. But I also have a backlog of Fusion projects, one of which is... Actually, no, I'm not talking about that one. That one's for later, if I ever get back to it. No, but, oh, hello. Do you want to hear about my Fusion projects? Oh, you do? Cool. Sorry, mate, but no can do. This is a zombie-free zone. The island is not for zombies. No, not this one, at least. I love the tunes. Alright, so let's mine this. Dead logs. I do like that the forests have dead logs. It's just a nice bit of ambiance. Hello. Goodbye. Now. Alright, Savannah. That's part of my main island, right? Yeah, that's part of the main island. Alright, how much of the island have we cleared out? Not much. You know what? This is going to be a side endeavor. I'm going to deforest this whole thing because I'm eventually going to want to build something here. What do I want to build here? No, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna forget it in the future, so I'm not going to try coming up with ideas now. They'll just be wasted. That's a thing about me. I have a lot of great ideas, but my memory is so shoddy that if I don't write it down, I'm gonna forget. So I have three memory systems. I have, four now. Sorry. I have my watch. So if I want to remember something super short term, like in the next couple minutes, I will flip my watch around and then associate my watch with that idea. So essentially, I'll be like, oh, why is my watch upside down? Oh yeah, I had to take out the laundry or something like that. Because I will forget. Like I said, attention spans are getting cooked nowadays, so it's probably a byproduct of that. But that's okay, that works. And then for something like a bit longer term, like within a week, I will go either to my reminders, because the reminders are pretty good, like my phone reminders, or I'll go to my calendar, one of the two. And actually, I recently switched over from like Apple Calendar to Google, because my Apple wasn't syncing to anything, but Google, Google figured out connectability. Google, they're on it. And if they didn't remove the slogan "Don't be evil," like I'd say they're one of the better big companies out there. I'm still upset. I don't like that they removed that, because "Don't be evil" was a pretty solid slogan, but I guess Red Bull got sued for giving people wings, or not giving people wings rather. So they don't want to get sued for being evil. It's such a funny thing to think about. But nah, that'll be right. So yeah, Google Calendar, Apple Notes, my wrist, and if I remember something super long term, I have my Apple Notes. Oh no, sorry, Apple Reminders is separate from Apple Notes. So Apple Reminders is like short, medium term. Apple Notes is for super long term, and that's categorized into like hundreds of different notes. Like I have just an ideas folder. I have like projects, like started, archived, and completed. Then I have well, that's not even including the Google Drive, because a lot of the times, if I want to explore something in more depth, I will transfer over from the notes to Google Drive. Then there's the idea for an idea, if that makes sense. So sometimes I'll flesh out an idea and that'll go into a note. But if I don't flesh out an idea, then it goes into the ideas that need to be fleshed out note. Then I have normal lists, like a shopping list, my favorite TV show, or ranked TV shows, and like foods and whatnot. I originally had one for like places, things to do in Sydney, but that has since evolved into a spreadsheet, same as my favorite albums. And actually, I like that album one, because it's now turned into like an analytics thing, which is great. So if you ever meet me in person, ask me about my Spotify, not Spotify, my album. It's specifically just any album, not specific Spotify, but ask me about my album analytics. I will be more than happy to show you, and I'll go on a full rant about that. But essentially shows my music taste, like what years I like, what songs what years these songs I like came from, and then what albums those came from. But the only caveat with the whole thing is that it's only based off of albums. So if it didn't come in an album, if it was like a single release, then it won't be included in that sheet, because that's far too many. I've only got a list of albums. I'm not listing every single song that I listen to. That's like hundreds, if not thousands of songs. I don't have that much time. I love documenting things. I don't love it that much. What other notes do I have? The recipe. Well, that one's also gone into. Oh, hello, beehive. That could be useful. Should I just leave it around? Yeah, I'll just leave it around. Leave the bees. I don't need it. Actually, can I see how many bees are in here? No, I can't. Okay, that's right. Notes. I got the ideas list. Oh yeah, the events that I plan for like my friend groups. It's helpful to have an idea. And my birthdays. Any event that needs to be planned, I usually just plan it in the notes app. But you can see that's like super long term. Like I've planned a birthday out for like next year and then the year after. Because, the good ideas, they come to me now. I'm not going to think of it like a month out for my party. Like, oh, that's mediocre. I'd rather have a good idea and then like write it down and then come back to like, oh yeah, that's way better than anything I could think of this month or whatever. I don't know. Because, past me, present me, future me, all be cooking at different times. Alright, do we reckon that's enough wood? Yeah, I think so. I think that should be plenty. 5 stacks? Yeah, of oak plus a bunch of others. Alright, cool. We will head back, and I think we're going to call it there, honestly. The good progress on a bit of deforestation, Always good to do a bit of deforestation, Industry. That's the sound of profit. We love profit. But I think, we're going to wrap it up there. Let's head back and take a look at the mountain. Honestly, no, you know what? We'll just wrap it up looking at the... Oh, you can't really see. I can't see the hillside. Do we put a mountain? Not a mountain. Do we put a mountain on my mountain? I need a mountain on my mountain. No. I was thinking, do I put a window there? But anyways, as always, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. See you on the next one. Peace!